on Tuesday?
Well, I'm very confident that this government was elected to end the chaos and the disunity of the Labor years. This Liberal National Party, this coalition, is not Labor, and we are determined to give you, the Australian people, the certainty and the stability that you voted for. That's what you voted for at the last election, and that's what we are determined to deliver. And that's why, despite some distractions, I am just getting on with government. The Deputy Prime Minister, the Foreign Minister, the local member, we are all here to get on with government because that's what the people of Australia deserve.
But like Labor, you'll face a vote, and that's of your own party's making. Are you confident that you'll defeat this bill motion on Tuesday?
Well, it's important to focus on the issues at stake. And Australia has always been a stable country with stable government. There was this eruption of instability during the Gillard-Rudd years, and the last thing anyone wants is to see government in this country turn into some kind of Game of Thrones. That's the last thing that anyone wants, and that's the last thing that this coalition is going to deliver.
But hasn't that happened?
Mm-hmm.
But hasn't that happened?
Well, no. What we had last week was 2 backbenchers put in this week, put in a motion for a spill. Now, they're perfectly entitled to do that. They're perfectly entitled to do that. But this is a strong, united team. It's a strong, united cabinet that wants to get on with government. And the last thing any of us should want to do is to reproduce the chaos and the instability of the Labor years. We are not Labor. We are not Labor. And this Game of Thrones circus, which the Labor Party gave us, is never going to be reproduced by this coalition, by this Liberal National coalition.
But it is being produced.
Well, look, in the end, this is a matter for the party room, but certainly the standard...
Your ministers are calling for one.
Look, the standard procedure is a secret ballot. In the end, it's a matter for the party room, but that's the standard procedure.
So it will be a secret ballot?
Well, that's my anticipation.
Are you angry that you're having to face this? Upset, hurt? Surely it's a blight on you as leader to have to even face it.
Look, it's not about me. It's never been about me. It's always been, as far as I'm concerned, about delivering good government.
Yep.
I know that the Deputy Prime Minister and the Foreign Minister, what they want to see is a party room which unites around the leadership team, and I certainly think that should this spill motion be defeated, as I expect, I will be taking that as a strong endorsement of the existing leadership team, as a vote of confidence in the existing leadership team.
Would you expect ministers to resign if they voted against you?
Well, I'm expecting this spill motion to fail.
Are you concerned by a 7 register poll that put Malcolm Turnbull ahead as preferred Prime Minister?
Look, I'm concerned not to do anything to create instability and chaos. I'm absolutely concerned to ensure that this government is stable and certain, because that's what the public elected us to provide. Stable, certain, adult government.
What do you make of an article that suggested you have Rudd-esque behavioural traits that have got you into this plight?
Well, I would invite people who know me to offer their own views, but the article in question was quite inaccurate.
There's been some speculation that the vote may be brought forward to Monday. Would you consider that?
As far as is humanly possible, I want next week to be business as usual. Next week should be business as usual. Next week should be a government getting on with what we were elected to do, to clean up Labor's mess, to end Labor's chaos and instability, and to build a strong and prosperous economy for a safe and secure Australia. We normally have a party room on Tuesday, so that's when I would expect this matter to be dealt with.
All your front benches pledge support you?
I know my front benches. I trust my front benches. I've worked for a long time with all of them. I'm not someone who runs around demanding pledges of loyalty. Loyalty is what people in this coalition naturally deliver to each other.
Mr. Abbott,
Last question, guys.
What do you think's gone wrong with your leadership? Why would you put it down to your own position?
Well, if you look at the government over the last 16 months, we have really quite dramatically delivered on our commitments. The boats have stopped, the carbon tax is gone, the mining tax is gone, and these are both very significant improvements for Queensland. We've got the 3 free trade agreements. We really have delivered a great deal over the last 14 months. Yes, we've had some difficulties in the Senate. I accept that, and I'm not dwelling in the past. I am moving forward, as indicated in the speech at the National Press Club earlier in the week. And what's our focus now is getting on with the job at every level, whether it be ensuring that Townsville can receive international flights and be a gateway to Australia, whether it be a better childcare package with more money in parents' pockets, whether it be a tax cut for small business. These are the things that the government is working towards, and frankly, these are the things that the Australian people have a right to expect from us. Not navel-gazing, not infighting, but a focus on them, on their future, on your future, and that's exactly what we're delivering.
Ms Bishop, can I just ask you if you would support a spill motion on Tuesday?
I was elected the deputy of this party in 2007 and again in 2013. And I understand from my colleagues that they look to me for stability and certainty as deputy. My role as deputy is to support the leader, not to change the leader, and I don't support the spill motion.
So you'll be voting against the spill motion on Tuesday?
I certainly will. I support the Prime Minister, I support the leader. That is the role of the deputy, and I've proven since 2007 that that's the role I will play.
Should the spill motion get up, will you be seeking a position?